Now we're in cheese land. If you put it on a sandwich, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I wouldn't pick that as my first choice. I think this is just bad cheese. It tried. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be trying different types of vegan cheeses. So the first one we're trying is Violife's Just Like Smoked Gouda Round Slices. So it says it has a hickory smoked flavored rind. And it's free from dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, and preservatives. So this one comes as like kind of nice deli slices of cheese.
Smells like Gouda.
Definitely has that smoky smell to it.
It's got like a pretty solid bendy texture.
Let's taste it. It's a bit dry. Like it doesn't have any of that moisture in it.
Yeah. It's kind of got similar characteristics to like a Gouda. It's not as smoky as I thought it would be. But like the key like flavor note of Gouda is there.
Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of smokiness with like Gouda flavor. So I feel like this would go really well if you wanted to make like a sandwich or something where the cheese is mingling with other flavors. I think this would pair well. But eating it by itself is a little kind of bland.
Yeah, or just kind of dry.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if this one, it says it probably would melt, but I don't know how well this was just due to the lack of moisture. But I think you're right, if you're putting it on a sandwich and you have some kind of dressing like a mustard or ketchup or ranch, that would add the moisture component that you were kind of missing.
Yeah, so I think this would go well if you're putting it in something else that has other flavors to it. But for being smoked Gouda, I would say it does a pretty good job of what it's trying to come across as a vegan option, so not bad.
Yeah, it's got the flavor, just not the texture or dryness.
Yeah, the dryness.
Yeah.
All right, the next one we're trying is Whole Foods 365 plant-based cheddar style cheese alternative. This one is vegan and it's also soy-free. So this one again comes in nice slices. So if you want to use it, you know, in a sandwich or something like that, it's already pre-made for you.
Yeah. I didn't see like a brick instead, like you normally would get for like a cheese as an alternative.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of like Kraft singles.
Yeah. I mean, it's got the right color for cheddar.
It definitely smells like a cheddar.
Yeah.
Like kind of more like a mild cheddar.
Yeah, more mild than like extra sharp or whatever.
I think this is just bad cheese.
Oh.
I don't think Whole Foods knows how to make vegan cheeses.
Yeah, this tastes gross to me.
Like it just, Kraft singles.
Yeah, but worse.
Yeah, it's an American cheddar. It's not great.
No.
Would not recommend. Don't buy. The next one we're trying is Violife Just Like Feta. So this one's also vegan. It doesn't have dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, or preservatives.
It does have like the liquid like you would expect in a good like a brine, or sorry.
In a brie or
In a
feta.
feta.
Yeah, it has like that block. So it's like it's a full block we got here. Yeah, definitely it smells like a feta. It kind of got that like sour kind of pungent smell.
Oh yeah, definitely. Almost like a goat cheese aroma.
I would say this is not as crumbly as a feta, but the taste is actually pretty good. Like the flavor profile, I would say matches a feta pretty decently.
It's definitely more moist than the Gouda, especially because it is like soaked in a brine like a feta, but it is not as crumbly. But I would agree the flavor is pretty solid. I mean, I would definitely enjoy eating that.
Yeah, it also tastes a little bit like a goat cheese. So if you're looking for a goat cheese but can't find a vegan alternative, this would probably do pretty well for that. I'm like, that's not bad. This would probably go pretty well if you're making like a goat cheese pizza. Have that on there instead.
It's pretty also like pliable.
Yeah, no, I would say this is a pretty good vegan alternative to feta or goat cheese.
Yeah, it's kind of both of those.
The next one we're trying is Miyoko's Organic Cashew Milk Mozzarella. So it's lactose-free, palm oil-free, soy, and gluten-free. So this is supposed to be a cashew mozzarella.
It doesn't have like the mozzarella smell.
Yeah.
It's kind of grainy.
Just kind of tastes, it has a background taste of like cashews.
Yeah.
It does not taste like cheese.
There's a little bit of back end saltiness.
Yeah.
But it's not like the right consistency.
No, this is not a consistency of a mozzarella at all.
Like, I definitely don't think this would probably do well for melting onto like a pizza or something.
Yeah, because it's like mozzarella's kind of got that, especially fresh ones, it's like got more of that stringy, bouncy kind of texture, very creamy. This does not have any of that characteristics. I think it would be fine as just a regular cheese as a vegan option. Maybe put this on like some crackers or maybe spread it onto some bread. But if you're looking for that really classic mozzarella flavor and texture, I would say this is not it.
No.
This is something else.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it feels more like a cheese spread than a mozzarella. And it has like, I know that like they're using cashew, which does impart a pretty big flavor, but the texture is off for mozzarella.
Yeah, the texture's off. The flavor is more cashew. So, and it was one of the more expensive ones that we bought. So I don't think this is worth the price.
Absolutely not.
Probably get just a different brand if you're looking for some kind of cheese spread. But this is not mozzarella. The next one we're trying is Daiya Swiss style slices. So these are dairy, soy, and gluten-free. So yeah, again, these are already pre-sliced for you, so you can easily put this onto like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, it smells more Swiss-like.
Yeah, it has more of a like a tang to it for like kind of Swiss.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the classic Swiss holes though.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Again, it's a little dry, but the flavor is actually pretty good for it.
I'm trying to think of the last time I actually had like Swiss to remember back, because it's not like my go-to cheese. But I mean, for being like a sliced thing, it's definitely better than some of the other ones we've tried so far.
No.
It's a little bit more on the milder characteristic, but it is more like American cheese-esque slices kind of consistency.
I mean, I would say if you're looking for a Swiss type of sliced cheese, this would be pretty good. It has the Swiss flavor to it. It's a little dry, so like preferably probably put in like a sandwich or something. But in terms of the actual flavor and texture, it's not bad for being a sliced vegan cheese. Okay, so the next one we're trying is Violife Just like Parmesan. So this one again is free from dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, and preservatives. So it comes in like this nice Parmesan block. They just remind me of DVDs back in the day when it's like triple packaged and basically slice yourself open to get into it. It's definitely more like solid as a cheese, so it's trying to mimic that Parmesan texture to it. That definitely has a nice Parmesan smell to it, and it has that texture too of Parmesan.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's definitely got the spot on kind of like hard, dense cheese that Parmesan is. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how well it like shreds. But in terms of the flavor, I think the flavor is actually one of the better ones.
Yeah, no, they do a really good job of actually nailing that taste profile of a Parmesan cheese and having the texture component. Granted, it is a little on the drier side, which seems to be a theme for different vegan cheeses. They're kind of more dry. And we're not sure if that's due to the processing or the ingredients they use. But in terms of actual texture and flavor for this, I would say this is a really good job for being a vegan Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, I think this brand, did better than some of the other ones. So we tried more than one of them, and they definitely have more of the ability to like capture the essence of the cheese, even if the texture is a little off.
Yeah.
So this one was good. I bet, especially I think if you use this to make like a vegan pesto.
Oh, that would be really good.
Because it would help, the moisture could come from like the oil that you're going to add to like olive oil or whatever kind of other oil as an alternative, and that would probably blend together pretty well.
Yeah.
And then you could mask with like the garlic will start to mask any of those weirder flavors that come with it. But yeah.
Yeah, no, this one did a great job of being Parmesan.
After trying all the cheese, we wanted to see how each of these 6 we tried would melt when being placed on a piece of toast and then heated up in our toaster oven, and these are the results. The Swiss was mildly melted and made a pretty good sandwich later. The Parmesan didn't really melt at all, but that's to be expected because most Parmesan doesn't melt. The mozzarella became super spreadable and was really good consistency when it's heated. The Gouda started to melt into the bread and was a super good option for grilled cheese later. The cheddar felt like melted plastic, and the feta became super soft and extremely spreadable.
Yeah, so I think for our favorite one was definitely the Parmesan, the last one we tried in the video. It definitely had the right like texture, even though it was a little bit on the drier side, but some Parmesans can be dry. And the flavor, I think, was kind of spot on.
Yeah, they did a good job of kind of getting the essence of a Parmesan cheese. So it's like, yeah, as you said, it's a little bit dry, but you know, if you put that on pasta or in a pesto or something like that, you're really getting that nice Parmesan flavor from it. And so I think, yeah, they did a great job of that one.
Yeah, I also think it's one of those things that, like, if you use that in something, as you were saying, that would be the best case for it rather than just eating it like a chunk like we just ate. I think the one that we definitely wouldn't buy again of all of the cheeses that we tried, or the vegan cheeses we tried, was definitely the 365 like cheddar flavor one. It just tasted weird, did not taste like cheddar. It was missing that like sharpness that I would expect from a cheddar. So that's definitely something I would leave at the store and just not buy again.
Yeah, it definitely felt more like eating an American cheese. So if you're looking for something like that, that could be a good option for it, but we just don't like that type of cheese. It wasn't great.
Yeah. And then probably the most surprising one for us, I think, at least for me, I think was the smoked Gouda. Because I feel like even though it was on the drier side, which kind of was like a trend most of these cheeses, it did capture like the smoked Gouda essence, which I actually really enjoyed.
I would say for me, the more surprising one was the feta. Is that one, it kind of had that tanginess that you expect from like feta or goat cheese. So I feel like it would be a really good option if you wanted something like a goat cheese pizza. And you can like spread it on there and get kind of that tang to it. So I thought that one was pretty good too.
I bet it'd also be fun if you're trying to make like some kind of feta salad, like topping. That would probably go well because you could have some kind of like salad dressing to add in some extra flavor to it.
Yeah, so that one was kind of a surprising. I didn't expect to get that like nice flavor profile from it.
Well, I hope you got something out of us trying these vegan cheeses. They definitely are kind of hit or miss. So if you find a really good one, let us know down in the comments and we'll definitely try that in the future. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see other cheese-like videos, check out the one on the screen right now. We'll see you again soon. Bye.